Yes, Sirski. As y'all can see right here, we got the official tier list. Now, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on my social medias. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and then DM me group chat if you want to be a part of my EuroLeague and overseas group chat. With that being said, we're about to jump straight into this tier list. I got it in alphabetical order. The teams are in alphabetical order. So we're going to put them in tier list S, A, B, C, D. Y'all let me know what y'all agree with. Y'all let me know what y'all would change about this tier list. And we're going to go from there. All right. So right here, I have the rosters. I have the official rosters. I just dropped a video checking out all the summer signings, all the official rosters as of today. So make sure y'all go run that up also. All right. With that being said, let's start with the first team we have on this list is Anadolu. Now, if we go to Anadolu's roster right now, Mike James, Strazel, Jordan Lloyd, Finneman, Cordinier, PJ Dozier, David Mutaf, Colin Malcolm, Dario Saric, Santi Justa, Yo Deezy, Yo Disley, Osmani, and Yilmaz. This is a solid roster. If I had to, I would put them in tier B. I feel like Mike James puts this team and Matthew Strazel puts this team in the tier B. We'll see if they exceed these expectations right here. But for right now, we're going to start off in tier B. Now, for Armani Milan, I don't think they made crazy changes. Or they might have made crazy changes. I should know because of the last video that we just dropped. But we got to look at this roster once again. Guderick, Darius Thompson, Stefano Tonut, Flacadori, Cole, Devin Hall, Alec Peters, Ricci, Akeli, Burnell. I'll put this team right here in Team C. We'll put it in Team C to start it off. Next up, we got ASVEL. ASVEL is going in D. ASVEL, I feel like, is probably one of the worst teams in the EuroLeague. So if y'all agree or if y'all disagree, please let me know. Now, Barcelona. Barcelona, I feel like going off of their roster, and I just want to see their roster again so I can kind of get a refreshment. KP, obviously, Gibson, Robinson is a good piece that they just added. Bruzuela, Stanley Amudier, Joel Para, Tyrese Martin. Obviously, they might get more signings. For right now, I'm putting Barcelona in tier B, also with Anadolu. Now, for Baskonia, I feel like Baskonia is not completely trash. I feel like they've gotten a little bit better since last year. I don't know if they're gonna make a crazy impact. Spagnolo, Chris Duarte. They have some NBA talent: AJ Lawson, DJ Stewart, Marcus Howard, Kobe Simmons, Frisch, Satakurskis, Satasurskis. I don't know how to pronounce that, so y'all let me know. But I feel like this team will be a little bit better than last year. I'm gonna still put them in the C tier. But y'all let me know if y'all would change that. I don't think I would put them in D. I don't think they're that trash, but I feel like they'll be in tier C. Now for Bayern Munich, I don't have to look at this roster. I kind of know who's on this team, but we're gonna look at it together anyway, just because we want to. I think Bayern Munich should be a little bit better than they were last year for sure. Obviously, Andy Ops is still on the team. Miles Norris is now on the team. Oscar Da Silva, Lucic, Jessup, Dwayne Washington, Kamar Baldwin. They got some solid pieces. I'm going to also put them in tier C. I want to see if they can exceed those expectations. Besiktas, I'm going to just go kind of off their roster because we've never seen Besiktas play. Or we've seen Besiktas play once or twice, but they weren't in the EuroLeague, so we got to see how they do with this EuroLeague talent. But I'm gonna put them in C also. I feel like C is solid to kind of start them off, just to see how they do for these games and see how they do for the season, and then obviously playoff time. But yeah, I'm gonna start them off in tier C. Crvena Zvezda. Crvena Zvezda has always been one of my favorite teams from a standpoint of their fan base, from how fiery they are, or how fiery the team is, and how they bring it night in and night out. Even though they may not win every single game, they still bring that energy. They lost Cody Miller-McIntyre. Tyson Carter is still here. Jared Butler. They also added Chris Jones, Jurisic, Jordan Nwora is still on this team. Chime Waneke, Ojale, Kalinic, Bikic is been on this team. Milhinovic. So they got some good pieces. I'm gonna put Crvena Zvezda, aka Red Star, in Tier B for right now. All right. Dubai basketball. I feel like got a little bit better from last year. They added another big in Diakite. They got Kabengele, obviously, Musa. They have Dwayne Bacon. They got McKinley Wright. They added L.A. Akobo, also Abbas, Davis Bertans. They added Jared Blossom Game. They've been having Justin Anderson, Dangubic. So I feel like this team is going to be very solid. I low-key want to put them in Tier A, but I'll put them in Tier B with the other teams for right now.
What about third row?
That was kind of crazy. They just popped up an ad and just started talking. Like, that was so wild. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to put Dubai basketball in Tier B for right now. Now we're on to Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce is probably one of the best teams in the EuroLeague. I don't have to look at their roster once again, but I'm going to. They just added Shane Larkin, added Trent Forrest, have Wade Baldwin, obviously added Will Clyburn, so that's another big piece. Added Johnny Juzang, added Braxton Key, added Siobhan Shields, had Nicola Melli, Bidham, everything like that. Already had THT. So I think this team got a little bit better from last year. I'm going to put them in Tier S. Now, Tier S is obviously the highest tier. That's the elite tier right there. I feel like they'll be in the elite tier this year. And I want to make one more change, low-key. I want to add Red Star to Tier A. And I low-key feel like Dubai or Anadolu should be kind of around Tier B, Tier A. I'm going to keep them right there in Tier B. Now, for Hapoel Tel Aviv, let's check this roster out a little bit just to rejog our memory a little bit. Eugene German is now on this team. Antonio Blakeney's been on the team. EB, Elijah Bryan has been on this team also, too. Sadaransky, Tyler Ennis, I already said EB, Jacob Toppin, Ish Wainwright, Zach Lede got added to this team. Gernot. I feel like this team is going to be very solid. I'm going to keep them in Tier B right here just to kind of fill them out. I know that they could probably move up to Tier A, but I want to see from last year to this year how they do in the EuroLeague. Now for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Maccabi is one of those tricky teams. They passed the eye test as far as their roster. They look pretty good, and then they may not always have the chemistry, or they may not always have that much of a balance when it comes to their team. They have Jimmy Clark, Bonzi Colson just got added to the team, Jalen Horde, Roman Sorkin, TJ Leaf. I feel like they have a good 4-5 tandem with TJ Leaf and Roman Sorkin. Now they got Bonzi Colson. O'Shea Brissett is still on this team. Madar, Raymond, DeBartolomeo. I feel like this team will be all right. Okay, I'm gonna put this team in Tier C as well. Hopefully they have a positive record. Hopefully they have an over 500 record, but we shall see. Now for Olympiacos. Olympiacos is one of the most dominant teams in the EuroLeague, if not the most dominant team. They're coming off the championship, so I feel like they're going to get back to that. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know if y'all feel like Olympiacos is still a powerhouse, everything like that. Now for Panathinaikos. Panathinaikos is going in the same exact tier as Fenerbahce and Olympiacos. I don't think I need to explain anything, all right? If y'all disagree, y'all let me know. Because I don't think anybody should be disagreeing. But, hey, once again, this is only my opinion. I want to hear y'all opinion. Now, for Paris basketball. Paris should be more solid than they were last year. They kind of struggled losing TJ Shorts from 2 years ago to last year. But I feel like they'll be a little bit better now. Let's look at their roster a little bit and kind of give us an affirmation to what we're saying. Tyson Ennis, Terry Tarpey, Nadir Heafy, obviously, Herrera, Rodin, Ayayi, Atara, Alzay Johnson, TJ Warren just got added to this roster, so this should be good. Dalton Holmes, Cavalier, Morgan, and Mbaye. I feel like they should be in around Tier B, Tier C. I'm going to put them in Tier B, all right? And low-key, I want to move Anadolu to Tier A. So Anadolu is kind of Tier A, Tier B for me. So is Dubai basketball. They're kind of Tier A, Tier B. but we shall see how they look. All right, now for Partizan. I feel like Partizan was good on the ending of their season last year. They added some solid pieces also around their main piece. That guy right there, yeah, Karlik. But they have Kyle Allman, they have Vildoza. Obviously, I just said Karlik, Pahola, Bosjan Jankovic, Marinkovic, got Lamar Stevens, Derek Willis, Nakic, Milivovic, Mihalovic. Sorry for changing your name. Hey, this should be hard sometimes pronouncing y'all names. I feel like they will be in about tier B. I feel like Karlik always ups this team, and whoever they put around him, he kind of makes it work. So we'll kind of put them in the B tier list. All right. Real Madrid. I don't feel like I have to look at Real Madrid's roster. I feel like with them losing Mario Hezonja, but them adding a couple more pieces and having the same core roster, I feel like they'll still be pretty solid. So I'm going to put them in tier A. I feel like if we put Real Madrid in tier A, a couple of these teams in tier B can obviously move up, but we're just making a solid balance for right now before the season starts. We might do this one more time before the season starts, so make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, because I need y'all to have y'all bell notifications on, and I need y'all to be locked in if we do this again. All right? Now, for Valencia basket, let's check out Valencia's roster real quick. They added a couple good pieces. I don't know if it makes up for Branco Badio and Gene Montero leaving, but we shall see. Corbelin, Mari, Saint Superi, TJ Schwartz, Porto, Amari Moore, Cardenas, Osakowski, Cameron Taylor, and Reavers. So they still have their same solid core, but obviously they lost a couple pieces. They gained a couple pieces. I still see them in the mix for playoff contention. I don't know if they get as far, but I still feel like they're going to be pretty good. So I'm going to put them in the tier B. All right, now for Virtus Bologna. Virtus Bologna, they didn't really make any crazy changes. I feel like they got a little bit better, but nothing too impactful. Baldasso, Bello, Marcus Carr, Casarin, Vildoza obviously is not on this team anymore. Wendell Moore, Trent Frazier, Daniel Hackett, Matteo Biocchi, Kessler Edwards, Derek Alston, Francesco Ferrari. I'm gonna put this team down here with ASVEL, to be very honest with you. Lastly, but not least, we have Zalgiris. Now, Zalgiris, obviously they lost Silva and Francisco. They also lost Moses Wright. That's going to hurt, kind of. But they also replaced those people with Carson Edwards. They replaced them with Saban Lee. They have Nigel Williams-Goss still. They have Grigonis. Still have Maldo Low. Still have Servetus, Giedraitis. They added Sterling Brown. They still have Tubelis. They added JV, which is Jonas Valanciunas. They also got a very, very, very big piece in Kao, K-A-O. If y'all know, y'all know. Make sure y'all go do your research. Mark Blazovic, obviously, Ilanovis. So they still have a solid team. Bukavicius, and I already said Tubelis. So with that being said, I'm going to put them still in tier A. I feel like they won't drop. Why does it keep doing that? Like, what's going on right now? Why do y'all keep just popping up ads while I'm talking? You feel me? But at the end of the day, I feel like Zalgiris will still be one of them top teams. I still feel like they'll be in the mix for playoff contention. Don't know how far they'll go in the playoffs, but we'll assess that as the season keeps going on and on. The season is on September 24th. We're about a month and 20 days away, so we have more than enough time to keep looking at these trade and transfer targets and different stuff like that. But I need y'all to keep staying in tune, all right? Let me know what y'all would change about this tier list. Let me know what y'all would keep as far as my tier list goes to your guys' tier list. Let me know your opinions, all right? Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my social medias, DM me group chat if you want to be a part of my EuroLeague community. I will see y'all very, very soon. Hopefully, I nailed this, but if not, y'all let me know what I did wrong.